drink every week, like every Saturday night, binge drink. It was just like the norm. And I felt like that's the only way I could be confident, have fun, and it was just like the only way for me. And over time, I thought to myself, I didn't like it anymore. The hangovers were awful. I didn't like how it was when I was done. And I did slowly come off there, and it was difficult. And I started enjoying myself a lot more going out. And eventually, it actually made me more confident by keeping the whole aspect. Confident person. Alcohol just holds you back. People think, oh, I need it to have fun, I need it to be confident. But no, actually, I believe it holds everyone back.
Do you think, in your own experience of yourself and friends, did most people drink because of social anxiety, in your view?
Yeah. And I still see it now. I still see it now, and I try and encourage people to maybe try it. I always try and encourage people to just come off and just see what it's like. It is difficult to begin with. It is very difficult when you first come off it and you go out to a bar or a friend's house party. It is tricky at the beginning.
Yeah, and as you get older, I mean, you're only in your 30s, but I'm in my 50s, and I know already that, it saps your energy more when you're older, without a doubt. Even one glass of wine saps my energy. And you need as much energy as you can keep hold of. Thank you, Will. William Hartman. It's 3:31. Let's get some headlines in just a moment. We'll also hear from Fraser Knight, LBC's reporter, to tell us about the Windrush communities being given an independent voice within government. More on that too. First, though, Amelia Cox has the news headlines.
Around 28 people have been injured after a car in Munich in a suspected attack. A 24-year-old man has been arrested, and authorities say there is no further threat to the public. President Zelensky says he won't accept any agreements about Ukraine that don't include his country in talks. It follows a phone call between Vladimir and they agreed to begin negotiations immediately to end the war. And Sir Keir Starmer has been forced to cut short a visit to promote housing policies after a noisy protest by farmers. Around a dozen tractors blocked the road near to a project in Milton Keynes where the Prime Minister chatted to construction workers. LBC weather, mostly dry and cloudy for much of the UK this afternoon. A few brighter spells developing at times, particularly in western Scotland and western Wales, a high of 8 degrees.
This is LBC.
The TUI sale is now on. Book today and save up to £300 for booking. Holiday, here we come. Lock in your getaway with a £0 deposit when you spread the cost by direct debit. Holiday deal? Sorted. TUI, live happy, atoll and act to protect it. Booking T's and C's apply. Selected departures. Minimum spend applies. Direct debit minimum 26 weeks from departure. See website for details.
Angela Ripper, what are you doing here?
I've come to tell you about using energy flexibly, Albert.
Flexibly?
Yes, smart meter owners could get rewarded for moving their energy use, like doing the laundry at off-peak times.
So I don't need to do the split.
Nobody wants to see that.
Get rewarded for using energy flexibly, only with a smart meter. Search Get a Smart Meter today.
Eligibility and availability vary. Consumer action required. Reward schemes and tariffs available to selected customers from selected suppliers.
Snap. At Tesco, we know a good snap is everything. Like a fresh carrot breaking in two, or the sign of a perfectly plump pepper. Pistachios are born with it. Pork crackling is roasted for it. Sugar snaps it. Well, the clue's in the name. To us, it's the sign of magic. Yeah, the snap. It's not a little thing. It's everything. Tesco. Every little helps.
You could be one of the millions of UK drivers who may be owed thousands in compensation. If you bought a car on finance from 2007 onwards, you may have been unfairly charged hidden commission payments. My Claim Group can help you check, even if you can't remember your car or lender details. Text CLAIM to 86688. My Claim Group is authorised and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. Text CLAIM to 86688.
Claims made simple. Dreaming of your next big win? Win Plus could make it happen for real. Score the latest tech, kitchen gadgets or huge cash prizes. Enter now and your winning moment could be just around the corner with winplus.co.uk. Win Plus. Great prizes, real winners. 18 plus, GB only, T's and C's apply.
Sheila Fogarty on LBC.
With Bupa Business, health insurance that supports your team.
Now, we haven't spoken about issues around the Windrush scandal for a long time, actually, but today we do with Fraser Knight, LBC's reporter, because Fraser, the Windrush communities, for want of a better way of describing a number of different people, will be given an independent voice within government. Tell us how.
Yeah, so the government's announced that they are appointing a Windrush commissioner to help make sure that they are being held to account in how they respond to the Windrush scandal and, you know, the compensation scheme, the settlement scheme as well, which we know has faced so many delays. I'm here at the Pepper Pot Centre in West London. Now, this was a community hub that was set up around 50 years ago to support Caribbean people as they get older, and many of them here are part of the Windrush generation as well. Just now there's a Bible class getting underway, they play games, they go on trips together, and I've managed to speak to a couple of the members here who have been impacted by this. The commissioner that's being appointed is going to be an independent one. The government is looking for someone who has lived or first-hand experience, who will hold ministers to account, but will also be the voice essentially between the Windrush generation and ministers as well. Now, two of the members, I spoke to Ernest Ford and Hamid Ali. I asked them how they think, what difference they think this commissioner will make.
Just a waste of time. Very frankly, I mean, it's been too long, guys. My mum's now in her 80s, but I mean, now, I'm classed as British now, but we're still not classed as part of England. So no, I'm afraid, and to me personally speaking, nothing has changed.
Whether it's enough or not, the government will keep talking about this for years. It can't be enough because the time is going on and on. So naturally, it should be keep adding on like everything else. Cost of living going up. So we do need something to be done sooner than later, because we are dying out unless that is what they're waiting for.
But of course we know they were able to get compensation before they were even able to contacted by after they had been voted in some ways. Now, the commissioner, the admin, went live today, will be paid £108,000 to work for 3 days over 3 years to try the government on track sure that those that could still happen. Now, Howard Jeffrey, his mum set up the Pepper Pot Centre here around 50 years ago. He now volunteers here, and he says to me that he is hopeful this move will change things.
Great bit of excitement took place X years ago, and the Prime Minister was sorted out. So it created great expectation among people. Now, that expectation, as the gentlemen have said here, haven't been forthcoming. So I think this new post has been better than what's taken place in the past.